Hello, my beautiful darlings. How are you doing? I hope you are fine and everything's great with you. So, guys, don't you think that my hair became longer? So, yeah. Well, guys, let's today talk about problems and how they um, occur and what to do to escape maximum the problems. So the thing is that there are four kinds of actions. You know that urgent, important, urgent, not important, and not urgent, important, and not urgent, not important. I think this is very popular quadrant, and you all know about it. So so-called problems or challenges, this is urgent and important. So that means that you have a limited time, kind of a deadline, and something occurs that you don't like, and or maybe usually you don't like it. So something that pushes you, yeah, something probably negative, or something that is kind of pushing you to do it as fast as possible. So, and something that you have to do but you don't want to do. Why do they occur, guys? If you, for example, let's say that if you are on a regular basis do something in a proactive way, so means important but not urgent. So kind of you are proactive. So in this case, you can escape problematic situations as much as possible. And well, yeah. I mean to say, for example, let's take a relationship. Guys, a lot of credits go to Tony Robbins because a lot of the information I take from him. So, for example, Tony Robbins. Sorry. For example, relationship. If you've got a great relationship, you, for example, do something on a deep level in your relationship, like you are, I don't know, spending a high quality time with your partner or with your kids, family, I don't know, friends, and you are doing something in advance, so you are not just sitting and watching TV together or just saying hello to each other, are not interested in each other's lives, and I mean to say this, and so you really feel this deep connection between you. In this case, how can I say? In this case, it is very high percentage that any problem can occur. They can occur, of course, but anyway, they would not be too much. Sometimes a problem usually occur when you don't, on a regular basis, you do not pay attention to your partner, to anyone who you want to have a relationship with. You are not having a high quality time together. You are not talking, you are not interested in each other, and many people actually live like this, even being as a couple. So they are just, meeting late in the evening after the work and just exchanging some, what is this in English? Phrases that are, very simple phrases like, okay, how are you? I don't know, some problems maybe you are changing, and something very very shallow, not deep. You are not having a great time together, you are not planning time together, and a lot of couples are simply living like this. And so one day they understand that they became extremely different people, they don't know each other. They are not close with each other, so they are kind of living like roommates together, and don't know who this person is next to them. I think probably you experience this, and a lot of people experience this, and of course then cure, and people just um, I don't know, just understand that okay, that this is not their partner. They just are not interested anymore, because a relationship, this is something that should be balanced. It should not be too much. Of course, there's another way when people are spending all the time together 24/7. Maybe you met such kind of couples. They are all the time together. They do not have their own life, their own interests. Actually, they have, but because they are so-called in love with each other, so they just try to do everything together, everything. And of course, just one day probably it's not normal actually, because you are two separate personalities. Usually it happens between teenagers, or yeah, like this kind of extreme, if I can say so. And yeah, so one day they understand that kind of it's too much. It's like you are eating candies, chocolates every single day, just candies and sweets and nothing else. Life should be harmonical, and you are I think I really believe in the idea that a great relationship can be, really deep, good, long-lasting relationship can be only between people who are already grown as personalities. I'm not talking about age now. It can be at the age of 16. You are grown as a personality already, and it can be you are, I don't know, 65, and you are not grown as a personality yet, and you are in a defensive, depending position. So you are depending on your partner. You cannot do anything yourself. Mostly psychologically. So this is so called, even in psychology, there's such an name of it, codependence between people, when they emotionally depend, and on this, that means that they are separately, they feel like they are not enough, and they do not love themselves on a deep level, and so they always try to find something in their partner and take something from their partner. This is kind of probably a little bit egoistic, because they are taking this energy, they do not feel enough energy inside of them, and another partner wants the energy from that partner, and of course conflicts appear in this way, because they just want more and more and more from each other, and finally start blaming each other. They do not pay attention to themselves, not enough time. I think you understand what I'm talking about. And so these type of relationship, of course, from the beginning already tends to end up, unfortunately or fortunately, I don't know. This is kind of karmic, I think, relationship, when people need to understand themselves better and become personalities first of all. And a lot of we very oftentimes we learn through relationship. This relationship help us to understand, to spiritually grow, etc., etc. So to understand something.